So now I will be dealing with the leaf of the dicots and monocots. Dicot leaf की जो positioning है, the positioning is like this. This is the positioning of the dicot leaf, that is horizontal orientation is there. Horizontal orientation. अगर लीफ की पोजीशनिंग ऐसे है हॉरिजॉन्टल, सो इट्स क्वाइट ऑब्वियस कि ऊपर वाली साइड जो होगी लीफ की वहां पर लाइट ज्यादा परसीव होगी और लोअर वाली साइड जो होगी वहां पर लाइट कम परसीव होगी. ऑन द अपर साइड द लाइट परसीव्ड इज मोर एज कंपेयर टू द lower one, due to which there is clear distinction between the upper and lower surface of the leaf. इस चीज की वजह से due to this clear distinction है upper और lower surface में. जो upper surface है that is dark green and the lower surface is comparatively light green. The upper surface is known as adaxial surface, ventral surface. Upper one known as adaxial. This surface it is known as ventral surface. और जो lower वाला surface है that is known as abaxial or it is known as dorsal surface. Such type of the leaf where the two surfaces they are clearly distinct, it is known as dorsiventral leaf. The two surfaces they are clearly distinct. Such type of the leaf in the dicot it is dorsiventral leaf. But in the case of the monocots, now the orientation of the leaf is like this. That is vertical orientation. Now due to the vertical orientation, now the two sides of the leaf, they receive same amount of light. Two sides receive same amount of light. Due to which now the two sides of the leaf they are equally green. The two sides of the leaf they are equally green. When the two sides of the leaf they are equally green, so that now the distinction between the two sides is absent, such type of the leaf it is known as isobilateral leaf. It is known as isobilateral leaf. Right? Now I will be making the transverse section of the leaf to explain rest of the features of the dicot and monocot. कोई भी leaf होगी upper as well as lower surface is covered with the help of epidermis. Yes. So you please make epidermis here. This is upper epidermis. And this one lower epidermis. Upper and lower epidermis के ऊपर waxy layer which prevents water loss. What this waxy layer is known as? That is cuticle. So upper और lower epidermis के ऊपर आप बनाएंगे waxy layer जो वाटर लॉस को प्रिवेंट करेगी. दिस वैक्सी लेयर इज गोइंग टू रिप्रेजेंट क्यूटिकल. Now if we talk about the stomata here in the dicot leaf, dicot के अंदर जो stomata है, as we have discussed previously, the stomata is going to have guard cells which are kidney shape. Kidney shape guard cells. For guard cell you write please GC. And in the case of the monocots, tell me what is the shape? Dumbbell shape guard cells. Dicots के अंदर जो स्टोमेटा है, दो तरह की पोजीशनिंग हो सकती है. Two types of the positioning is there. Upper surface पर स्टोमेटा कम है और लोअर सरफेस पर स्टोमेटा ज्यादा है. अपर सरफेस पर भी स्टोमेटा है, लोअर सरफेस पे भी स्टोमेटा है. बोथ द सरफेसेस द स्टोमेटा इज प्रेजेंट. दिस कंडीशन इज नोन एज एम्फीस्टोमैटिक कंडीशन. दोनों सरफेस पे स्टोमेटा होगा तो कहेंगे एम्फीस्टोमैटिक. बट डाइकॉट के अंदर द नंबर ऑफ द स्टोमेटा विल बी मोर ऑन विच साइड? Lower side. Second condition, on upper surface the stomata is totally absent. On the lower surface now the stomata is present. तो अब जितने भी स्टोमेटा प्रेजेंट है वो सिर्फ कौन से सरफेस पर है? लोअर सरफेस. सो नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू कॉल इट एज हाइपोस्टोमैटिक कंडीशन. व्हाट अबाउट द मोनोकॉट? Both the surfaces they are same. तो it means दोनों surfaces पर स्टोमेटा होगा एम्फीस्टोमैटिक. And on both the surfaces the number of stomata will be same. Same number of stomata on both surfaces. दोनों सरफेसेस पर नंबर ऑफ स्टोमेटा सेम है. दिस टाइप ऑफ कंडीशन यू कैन ऑल्सो कॉल इट एज आइसोस्टोमैटिक कंडीशन. एपिडर्मिस हो गया. नाउ ग्राउंड टिश्यू. In the case of leaf, ground tissue is represented by mesophyll, which is going to represent chlorenchyma, which is made up of chlorenchyma, that is green parenchymatous cell. So here now I will be making mesophyll. So I am not making mesophyll in whole of the leaf, only some part. I am representing this green tissue. Now this green tissue which I have formed here, that is mesophyll tissue. Now you can see in the mesophyll tissue there is presence of differentiation. जो ऊपर की तरफ mesophyll tissue है वहां पर जो cells हैं वो long है, column shape, and they are tightly packed. नीचे की तरफ जो cells हैं they are oval or spherical in shape, and here you can see the intercellular spaces, they are more. जो ऊपर की तरफ cells हैं उसको हम कहते हैं palisade mesophyll tissue. जो नीचे की तरफ cells हैं इनको हम कहते हैं spongy mesophyll tissue. Yes, ऊपर की तरफ जो है that is palisade, नीचे की तरफ जो है that is spongy. Right? So let's write this differentiation of spongy and palisade type. डायकॉट लीफ के अंदर डिफरेंशिएटेड मेसोफिल upper side, the cells, they are represented by palisade mesophyll. Lower side represents spongy mesophyll. Let's quickly write the differences between the two. Palisade is made up of long cells, elongated, columnar in shape, column shape. These cells, they are tightly packed. Number of chloroplasts in these cells is more. Spongy के अंदर the cells, they are oval or spherical in shape. Now they are loosely packed, abundant intercellular spaces. And the number of chloroplasts, they are comparatively lesser. यहाँ पर number of chloroplasts ज़्यादा है. That's why the upper surface of the leaf, it appears dark green in color. Dark green in color. नीचे की तरफ जो मेसोफिल है वहां पर number of chloroplast कम है. That's why that appears light green in color. Right. So this is about the dicots. But in the case of the monocot, there is presence of undifferentiated mesophyll tissue. Undifferentiated mesophyll tissue, which is only represented by chlorenchymatous cells. Right? Now after the ground tissue, now the vascular tissue, that is the vascular bundle. In the case of leaf, vascular bundles which are present, they are again conjoint. Conjoint vascular bundles. You write VB for the vascular bundles. The vascular bundles, they are present in the midvein, that is midrib, and present in the veins. अब जो conjoint vascular bundle है वो leaf के अंदर closed होते हैं. So what do you mean by closed? Means cambium is absent. Cambium absent होगा. The same condition is there in the case of monocot. Conjoint vascular bundle, cambium is absent. So let's make one vascular bundle here. ये vascular bundle के आसपास आप बनाइए bundle sheath. Yes, please label it as bundle sheath. This is bundle sheath. On the upper side, that is adaxial side, there is presence of xylem. Yes. तो अपर साइड की तरफ ये जो मैंने फॉर्म करा है, दिस इज प्राइमरी xylem. On the lower side, that is abaxial side, there is presence of primary phloem. यहां पर this is representing primary phloem. वैस्कुलर बंडल के ऊपर और वैस्कुलर बंडल के नीचे देयर इज प्रेजेंस ऑफ बंडल शीथ एक्सटेंशंस. Yes, the one I am making here Yes, these are bundle, sheath, extensions. In the case of the dicot, these extensions, generally they are parenchymatous and one-layered. But in the case of the monocot, these are generally sclerenchymatous, can be one or more than one layer. As you have studied in the morphology, in the dicot leaf, there is presence of reticulate venation, and in the case of the monocot, there is presence of parallel venation. Now here I would like to discuss one point, one special category of cells, that is bulliform cells, which are only associated with monocot leaf. Also known as motor cells. Now these bulliform cells, they are modification of epidermis. Yes, modification of epidermal cell. Three feature you learn about the bulliform cells, that is cell. Yes, this is code word to learn the three features. First one, these cells, they are colorless, नॉन ग्रीन. ये तो हम पहले भी डिस्कस कर चुके हैं कि एपिडर्मिस नॉन ग्रीन होता है, but only one cell of the epidermis which possess the chloroplast, that is the guard cell. These cells, they are empty, they are large size. जैसे दो surfaces है, adaxial and abaxial. These cells, they are only associated with upper surface. They are present adaxially, and these cells, they are present near the veins. Veins के पास present है. Now here, what is the function of the bulliform cells? These bulliform cells, they are involved in rolling and unrolling of leaf. Rolling and unrolling of leaf. Let's see how this is going to be done. When the conditions are favorable, ample amount of the water is present in the soil, then the plant will absorb the water. These cells, they will become turgid. Due to the turgidity, they will cause unrolling of leaf. Yes, unrolling of the leaf is there, that is, leaf will open. So under the turgid condition, they result in unrolling of the leaf, leaf will open. But when there is water stress condition, under the water stress condition, these cells, they will become flaccid. Due to the flaccidity of these cells, now the leaf will roll inward. Flaccidity होने की वजह से the leaf will roll. The leaf is going to roll. अगर leaf roll करी तो उसकी वजह से क्या होगा? The surface area of the leaf will decrease. लीफ का सरफेस एरिया डिक्रीज होगा, तो जिसकी वजह से द वाटर लॉस फ्रॉम द लीफ विल डिक्रीज. तो इसका मतलब वाटर स्ट्रेस कंडीशन के अंदर प्लांट ने अपने आप को वाटर लॉस से बचाया. हाउ? बाय रोलिंग ऑफ द लीफ, and which cells are associated with it, that is the bulliform cells. तो bulliform cells की वजह से लीफ की रोलिंग होगी, सरफेस एरिया कम होगा, and water loss from the leaf is prevented. So now I will be writing few examples of plants where motor cells are present. So please write it down. One example is poa, maize, these are grasses, then agropyron, and pazama. So this is all about the sectional study of stem, root and leaves. In the next class, I will be starting with the new topic, that is secondary growth. Thank you so much.